To say aloha to my bass playing friends. Just gonna do a little thing that I picked up back in the 70s when I was taking lessons. Um, I took lessons with Stanley and a few other pretty good people, man. But over the years, I've learned to develop these techniques, and I'm gonna show you today. Okay. Anyway, first of all, your left hand needs to be in a cup position. So picture your hand here with a ping pong ball sitting in it. Okay, so what I used to do is I got a ping pong ball and I taped it to my hand so that you're not doing this. You don't want to be cramping your hand like this, because already you can see it's hurting. Yeah, so you want to be as natural, your arm is naturally straight as possible so that you have room to be flexible. So one of the exercises that I do for my left hand is the rockabilly. I do this. Do that for maybe a 25 count, move down to the head, do the same thing. And this is going to work your upper bicep here, up here also, to strengthen that. And then move it to the bottom, because these are all different hand positions. Keeping in mind you have a ping pong ball in your hand. So that way your neckline in the back is centered. And your hands are in a position where you can rock and roll. Rock and roll. So that's one exercise that I do before I practice. Also, there's exercises for your hands that I find very, very helpful. So I'm going to go through a few. Just be patient with me, and I'll show you this right here. So on a flat surface, you just put your hands up like this. So what you want to do now is lift your fingers, and it's right out in front of you, right on a flat surface, palms down. You want to lift your fingers. You want to do that for maybe a 25 count to begin with for each finger. Okay, then stop, let your muscles relax. Now you want to alternate, do the same thing, alternate fingers. So you're going to go 1, 3, and you're going to go 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay? So if you continue that, 25 each, and then you can mix it up with your fingers too. And that's going to give you your left and your right brain a chance to work. Anyway, so that's that part of it. So that exercise really helps for upper strength here, for these tendons, and for your hands, just in general. So turning the doorknob is another exercise. Turning the doorknob basically is a exercise that's going to help your rotation. So turning the doorknob is basically this we're doing, and you'll feel it in the muscles that you had. So you can do both hands at the same time, or turning the doorknob, turning the doorknob, turning the doorknob. And I got my fingers clenched, but turning the doorknob. Okay, those are exercises too for your wrist and for your muscles that are connected to your wrist. Now I have a slightly torn rotator cuff right here, so it's a little bit hard for me. Anyway, the next exercise is for dexterity, and you do this with both hands also. But if you put your hands up in front of you, then you're going to do the separation. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want to do that, and you want to pick up speed while you do that. It's not that easy. You may laugh, you may think it's funny, but it's not that easy. The next lesson is for your chest exercises that are connected to your shoulder. So what I found is that this is called spider on a mirror. Spider on the mirror basically is you can make a heart with your hands here, push out your thumb, get your fingers together, and what you're going to do is put your elbows up, your shoulders straight, and press and do a sit-up on the mirror. Spider on the mirror. And then you're going to come out, and you want to bend your fingers like that as well. Straighten your fingers, close your hand, bend your fingers, come up. And you can add a little force as your arms go down. Once they reach the bottom, you can let go. Another exercise is palms up. Palms up basically means you're going to work your fingers palms up. Now the key to this is that when you lift your fingers, you're going to lift only from the center joint of your finger. So basically it's going to look like that. And you want to try not to, this is another exercise. You do the same thing, palms up to palms together. You want to bend your fingers. Try not to bend the knuckle, the first knuckle, this one. You know, and it's not that easy. And then you're going to get to your tip of your fingers, where you can take each finger and bend the ends. Try to bend the ends like that without moving the rest of your finger. So you want to do that on both hands. And it takes time. And what that's doing is all of these muscles in here that are connected to your wrist are being used just for your fingertip. Okay, you got that? Also, for another one, it's alternating piano keys. Piano keys. And what this is working is this joint. And you can alternate your fingers. You know, you can do the 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. And you can do it both ways. You can do it up, you can do it palm in, or you can do it palm down. Well, I hope that helps. Those are a few exercises that I have for today. Anyway, keep the peace, be safe out there. It's a COVID world. Hopefully we'll get the vaccine, get back out on the trail. Aloha.